so bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. All right, what's up, everybody? I'm playing with my son. He is playing in his franchise on my account. He's playing as the Dolphins, and I'm playing as his opponents. This week he has the Titans, who are 0-3, and you're 2-1, right? Yeah. So Bryson's 1-2 and lost one game. I play as his opponents throughout the year. Play on All-Pro, and let's get it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on Jerome Baker. He's a nightmare to deal with in the front seven. It's the Titans and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in 0-3 and in desperate.
Why is it always changing? It changes on mine too.
That's what. Change your backup quarterback to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go. We have to fix it in the main.
Need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback, in his second season out of Kentucky.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Like 54. Yeah, like 54. 22 in there. 22 in there.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Levis back to throw. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, they're going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Running right, it's Pollard.
Oh my God.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 3rd and 5. Levis to throw it.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, you do that.
Titans touchdown. Chigga
I know you try.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And there's still not.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Yeah.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Go.
To throw is Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for HN. There isn't a coach
I think
alive
that's
who
you,
would
Mom.
like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that
would
with production.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah.
Fields now to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. And that sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. There has to be something going wrong because they have plenty of play. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Pollard gets it off the option. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Levis. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Parker, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hill on the return. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hey, Mom, can you hear me?
Now it's Fields. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And ever since Tyreek Hill arrived in Miami, he's somehow taken his game to new heights. He's eclipsed the 1,700-yard mark in each of the last 2 years, and at one point last season, it seemed that he was destined
How
to
we used to get
receiver
top of
the
that?
total 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's truly a special talent, has become the focal point of arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL. When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Back to throw. Fields. This is to the former Titan, Jonnu Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fields. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Fields. He's going to get that to his right.
And he will
take it in for Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
See, I think at the same time he would.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this returnable for Hill. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Miami's offense set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 9. Here's Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they have the game here.
For the neighbors next door.
The open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight ends, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
Trying to get on this.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's not mine. Let's go for them.
Here's Levis. That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Levis looking to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Levis from the gun.
Yes!
Incomplete.
Yep, that's
Too
it.
tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis. And he comes back with one complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hit. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Levis sets up to throw here. Dancing to his left.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Give me a pick six.
Oh, no.
Wait, oh my.
Oh.
He's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 50-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Oh,
This will be
big boy was
incomplete.
I'm gonna just
A dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The kick by Sanders is good,
You really
and the
believe
Dolphins
that
have
one?
taken
Good
the
range
lead.
in.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the
I
board.
think it's too easy. I got
All Maddens.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Here was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home.
Let's go.
Kirk Cousins
They wanna
leading
get
the way in the
the Super
victory
Bowl
with 3
champs.
touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game.
Detroit
And they
beat the
were
fuck
winners
out
in
of
that
them.
ball game as they
Not
beat
really.
the visiting Washington Commanders.
That
Kyler
was a
Murray,
close game
excellent in the
against
victory
the
as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games.
30.
Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in
The
East
Chiefs
Rutherford.
lost
And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting
against the
Dallas
Chargers.
Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown catch
Hey,
in the victory.
won against the Raiders. Finally, the Chiefs will. I can't believe you're allowed
This
to
one's
do
been
that.
as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the
And then
second
after
half.
that
So,
catch,
time for us to
Jalen
go back
Ramsey was just
downstate
pretty much
to Miami
standing there
and
like,
rejoin Brandon and Charles.
He's like, okay, just touchdown anyways.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Good touchdown here.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction.
Step left.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Short throw to Smith, finding room at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. A big play that time on the catch and run, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Option handoff now to Achane. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
I was just
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
College, I
think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
Oh, yeah. He could stop right there.
He's trying to suck through there. Let's figure out this. Man, I want to play these out. Yes.
Get over it, sis.
Here we go, son.
What? I'll lose it.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And a pickup.
I didn't do that, maybe.
Down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun, Fields. It's caught on the right side of Smith. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got to give him credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
I was going to see some catch. It was like, he's a really good tight end, so I was like,
Johnny Smith from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
oh yeah, sometimes you can look.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh yeah, because thinking like I caught it. And then he pushed like a sissy touchdown. I was like,
and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Second down, Pollard again.
I really thought.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards.
You need to start getting used to not
looking. 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change where that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option right, here's Levis. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss for 4, and it'll be second down. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's going to get this down near the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Yes!
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Levis back to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. Wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Levis to throw it.
Oh, my goodness.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Folks' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead. As he
when I do it, it just doesn't
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I thought it was a touchdown.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
He decided to just try to continue.
2nd down and 6 now.
Really bad.
They give to H.A.N. on the option. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Oh my God, you
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Pardon me for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game,
He's like,
every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Titans are right back in this football game. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Flush to his right. And down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
They're
not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I know
that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure late. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Why did you die?
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Levis out of the shotgun now. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. They do get a yard there, but only a yard.
Yeah,
Leaves them with
that.
3rd and 9
that.
looming.
One of the selling points at the
Did
end
that
route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Levis.
Oh, he almost picked it again.
Touchdown,
That was so close.
Calvin
Ramsey
Ridley,
almost stole
his
that.
first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an
job.
extra point away from tying
Glad to
this
cut that
game
off.
here in the
Yeah.
4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
On for the extra point is Folk.
I didn't even say.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that
Yeah,
lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Miami set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Oh my
God. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go.
Fields. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Oh, 149.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's got to complete to Waddle.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Fields. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Here we go. Go.
Now Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. He juked him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
49, like 49.
Good game, man.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That was very good football.
He had a lot to be proud of. Let's see who he plays next week. He has a chance to get back in a winning record again. Now he is playing the Patriots next week. So this is a good chance for him to get back in a win record. They're 2-2 as well, but their offense ain't as good. So we'll see if he breaks out again this week. But thanks everyone coming in, and we'll see you guys on the next.